So you can look out there and you'll realize there is some moisture because the constant drizzle would have gotten to the center. It's now a little darker.
Yeah.
The West Indies team again sent in. This time they will be looking to again post a good score. They easily defeated India in the last game by 44 runs, so they have a win. And if they win here against the Canadians who lost this morning, it'll mean two things. It'll mean that the West Indies go into the finals. It'll mean that the Canadians are out of the tournament. The West Indies will open with Peter Singh and Leslie King, is it? Peter Singh and Leslie King.
I think it's Lester King.
Lester King.
Yeah. Where the people I give?
So, we're about to get going. It's a 15-over encounter.
As you know, this is the final game for the afternoon, and the sun is out, but as Vinu just said, that we lost the shine.
Yeah, I will even go as far as to say, Joe, that the sun is out in all its glory, which is good.
Excellent. Better than the dark clouds. So.
Joe is a busy man, you know, so he'll want this game done and dusted quickly outside the off stump, and Singh just looking to guide it more than cut it first delivery, and there is no run.
Yeah, Peter is tend to be a little aggressive type of batsman at the top. He started the other game with 2 boundaries, but then he went down in the second over.
Down the ground, he's driving over the infield, and that will find its way very close to the boundary. On that side of the ground, it's a bit heavy, and with the drizzle just now, that would not help. But they would have come back for 2 there, Joe.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to penetrate the infield, but going over the top might be the best route during the power play. So let's see what type of result it brings him. And the bowler there.
So it's Supaya. Singh is getting this one down the leg side. Did he get anything on that? We wait to see in the interim.
Wide.
Yeah, so it's wide. 5 runs the total, so 7 without loss. The West Indies in their last game, they got 11 in the first over.
Yeah, again, if you realize, India started with that wide as well. Wide ball again. The bowler is Supaya is trying to change the ball to come across the batsman, but I guess he didn't get the correct line.
Given width, cut away nicely. That's 1.
So Peter Singh, the batsman, 2 runs from 3 balls. Tucked away on the leg side, 4 runs. 4 runs. Peter goes to 6.
Supaya
the score moved to 12.
struggling here at the moment with his line. The score is 12 without loss.
It's 11. And we got a picture with. Can you take a picture with me and Vinod?
So at the moment, it's 12 without loss. And they'll be looking to get a good first inning score. At the moment, they've started well with Peter Singh. It's a good delivery, better delivery. Singh shows him the respect.
And Vinod, again, looking at the first 2 games, we see the score went up to 131. What's your suggestion or interpretation of the conditions?
Well, with the sun beating down on the track and the moisture drying out, it would have been easier for batting as the day progressed. With the drizzle that got onto the track now, I'm not sure. I think we are back to what we would have had probably for the first game, the latter half of the first game. It's not going to be as quick as one would have thought. And Peter Singh and these guys at the top of the order will be looking to play as late as possible on a track like this, hoping that whilst they stay out there, whilst the covers is off, that the sun will be able to dry the track and the ball can actually come onto the bat. It's actually an advantage for the team batting second now.
The pitch will be dry and should lose some of the moisture on the track itself. Let's see what happens. So the bowler there is Rehan Shahid.
So 12 after 1. That's a good start. Short, pulled away, that's 4. Bad delivery, and there was King going onto the back foot to access that and get it through the onside.
That was a good shot. I mean, bad ball, short. Got the treatment that it should get.
It was really a short delivery that got the required treatment, as Joe is saying. And the West Indies here, they've made a good start against the Canadians.
So Shahid continues. High ball.
By Kalam. Signals wide. Morshed Kalam. Peter Singh goes now on the northern end. Peter batting with sunglasses. Probably helps him with the glare.
He wants to concentrate on that ball. Maybe the sun on the side. Going on to the west. Peter tucks it away on the onside. It's a single. Score moves on to 19.
Yeah, he's very strong on the onside. I saw that in the first game. He loves those deliveries that are straight. So good start here by the West Indies. They are the defending champions, so they're not going to give up their title so easily.
I want to say kudos to Mr. Mahadev and Brian and Jody, both owners of the franchise team West Indies, and Brian being the manager, young Brian. Jody, who was one of the U.S. under-15 captain, U.S. national team.
Brian showed that leadership quality from early days. And he's here managing this team, really managing it for his dad. His dad is the man who is behind all of this. Mr. Mahadev or Jody, two great cricketing souls from Connecticut. That's a better delivery there by Shahid.
The great cricketing family. Brian has two other brothers, Andrew and Kyle, who also played for the U.S. national team.
Wow.
Youth team, yeah.
I was told that the one Joe Siwarak coached them.
Yes, that one, yes. We traveled on a couple of tours. We came to Florida, we went out the title, we went to Trinidad, we went all over the place. It's always been a pleasure traveling with Mario and his family. Great ambassadors to the game.
Oh, that's a wide, very wide outside the off stump. So West Indies, they've moved up nicely. The Canadians, they've struggled on opening day.
They struggled with the bowling against the U.S. in the first inning, the first game they played. And it seems the same thing here.
Quick single. And there's an appeal for a run out. Umpire Callum was right on spot. Says not out. Umpire Moshet Kalam, fast bowler from Bangladesh. Dhaka to be exact.
The West Indies have another good start. 21 and 11 balls.
So again, they're going very slow, and you can see umpire Kalam. He's not going to take it lightly. He's telling Peter Singh to hustle up.
Peter tend to do that every once in a while.
But it's about time, and that, I'm afraid, is wasting time.
Certainly.
He's taking a very long time just to put those gloves on. He has to be aware that it can't continue.
The umpires need to take charge of the game, because in the second game there was a lot of time wasted by the Indian team.
Peter hoiks this away. He could be out. And he's dropped. Well. The fielder running in there from cow corner juggled it. And it then went to the ground as well as he.
It seems it was a well-judged catch, but he fumbled it. And Peter, like the first inning, got another chance.
Yeah, so he's gotten another chance. If you look at Peter closely, he uses the long handle. So he likes to go after those deliveries that are straight and towards his body. 23 without loss after 2. So they're going very slow at the moment. We've seen just 2 overs bowled.
It's a run rate at 11.5. Question is, can they do better or even maintain that?
Well, I think we'll get some work done now to...
We'll need some sawdust. That reminds me of myself at Baisley with a tractor on the field.
I must visit that ground in New York that you're speaking about.
Yeah, you should.
Next time I'm there. Is it in Queens?
Yeah, in Queens. It's located in the South Jamaica area, which is at the corner of Rockaway and Baisley Boulevards.
Pulling away for 4. Badly line delivery. And this time, Lester King getting into the act.
See, Lester King is a little more aggressive than his first innings against India.
Yeah, I think he took a while to get acclimatized to the pitch.
Both batsmen on 9 each. Lester King for 5 balls. Peter Singh for 8 balls. With a chance. See, quite possible we get the third game in very easy.
Yeah, well, once the weather gods continue to smile on us. Inside edge. A big hoik. So the lock is with the West Indies team at the moment. That's 4. Just teasing the fielder from Cow Corner. He had to run from New York to South Florida, and the ball still went over the ropes.
That was a decent shot. Miscued, but he got the results that I guess he would have wanted.
I don't think King will mind that. 13 of 6. This game is going along very slowly, I dare say.
I was told that Lester King, his father was known as Charlie King from Antigua, who would have played some cricket.
Oh, that's an excellent shot, Joe. Sorry about that.
It is.
As he played that very late to get it into the gap. He actually played that after it passed him, and he got 2. Yes, you were giving us some history about it.
So, his father would have played alongside with Vivian Richards of Antigua, and he said that's where he gets his love for the game, came from that cricketing family.
Great. The great Sir Isaac Alexander Vivian Richards. In the air. And that is going to go just short of the boundary. It rolls over now.
I think it hit the rope, no?
Well, it did. You're quite right.
My eyesight is pretty
Your
good.
eyesight is pretty good, and I'm the one wearing spectacles. And that's 6. Well, you spoke of Sir Vivian Richards. He would have played shots like that.
Certainly. And the score moves to 39 in just 2.4 overs.
What a hit there by Lester King. So you've seen the true mark of the man, Lester King. Got 21 in the opening game. Peter Singh at the other end is a mere spectator at the moment. Caught ball. So he goes, is he?
No.
Well, it's umpire signaling to Kazmi that that's a bump ball. Kazmi celebrating. I guess after the punishment he received with the previous delivery, he was only too happy to see the back of King.
Umpires were not interested in that appeal.
This time he's balled him. So he exacts revenge. King looking to hit this one out of the ground. He has disturbed the off stump, and the first wicket has fallen for the West Indies. They are 39 for 1.
That was a bit of a rash stroke. The ball was up to him, and he drive in range, but I guess he wanted to repeat that same 6.
Yeah, I think it was premeditated, to be
line,
honest.
The line was a little different than the previous ball. But still a good start for the West Indies, 39.
Oh, what's your opinion of the standard of play you've seen today, Joe?
The standard of play, I mean, is excellent because, remember, these guys are masters. They would have played a lot of cricket at different levels. And at over 50 to still look at good cricket in BROWARD Stadium here, which is internationally known now. I mean, this certainly is great. Obviously, some of the guys might not be as physical or fit as before, but we've seen some good performances. That would be. That'll be Nazim Ali, new batsman.
Nazim Ali goes out there now.
New batsman, but a lot of time wasting. Every moment counts.
Again, a lot of time wasting out there.
I remember previously the laws of cricket was you had 2 minutes to enter the field of play, and then you could still waste time. Now I believe the law is you have 3 minutes to take a guide. Am I correct?
Yes, you're quite right. The game has become very commercialized now, so you have to be on point. One more to sing.
So it's 40 for one. Very good strike rate.
4-2 in progress. Let's see what Nazim Ali will bring. Do you know about Nazim Ali?
No, first time I'm seeing or hearing about Nazim Ali, but in the first innings, he started well. So maybe he could continue from that innings that he started well. Let's see, maybe he could go a little further this time. And just emulate what Leicester was doing. See, 1 run. Field placement. Time wasted.
Again. Just outside the off stump. Not a bad line. Well, there's another change in the field. And there was nothing wrong. That delivery just outside the off stump, played right back to the bowler. They saw it fit to make another field change. Let's see.
Certainly, well, as you would see, they're trying to stop those singles. Have a pack offside field inside the circle.
There's a backward point, squarish cover, shortish cover, and a regulation mid-off, plus a long off on the boundary. So a total of 6 guys on the offside, 3 on the on. Fumble by the keeper. I thought that was a chance. So a chance goes a begging.
4 dot balls, 1 Nazim Ali.
Ali struggled since going out there.
I understand after Grazer is an excellent player from Canada.
So it's the end of after's over, and at the end of 4, score is 41 for 1. They're still going at a very good clip.
That was an excellent over. Just 2 runs from it.
On strike now is Nazim Ali. And it's a good delivery. Better. So Nazim Ali continues to struggle here. He's faced 6 deliveries for his single. Imran Kazmi has gotten a wicket at his very last delivery of his first over.
His first over was expensive, but he got that important.
Well, he continues to be expensive here. That's a bad line. That's helped away around the corner for 4. The West Indies will welcome that.
That's a good shot with the fielder in a circle. Well-timed shot, so get the results you're looking for. As he make amends for his couple dot balls he faced a while ago. Kazmi continues.
down the leg side, appeal. No way he's going to get that.
It's a leg right. Nonetheless, it adds to the score. And like you said, Vidudu, the weather gods are here with us.
Yeah.
Great weather for the last game.
Yeah, we were all worried about whether or not we would have gotten 3 games in today. I think more than likely we should. 2 already in the pan. Singh. That's a good delivery. What Imran is doing here, he's pitching the ball right up. He's not giving these guys room to play their shots. Off and on, though, he's just straying in line. And that has been his issue.
Well, as you see, he have the long off, so he's trying to get the batsman to force on the offside.
This is sensible here from Peter. He's pushing and running, not trying to go for the big shots.
That's a decent over so far compared to the one before.
Well bowled. Good comeback at the end of 5 overs after more thoughts from the great man himself, Joe Siwaharat. We'll have a double change in the commentary with Ivor Henry and his dear friend Kimberly coming along.
Not a bad score, 47 for 5 overs. Let's see what seems to be a good total at the moment. So until Mr. Henry.
Thank you, Vinod. Thank you, John. And all viewers again, I want to welcome Kimberly to the box. And she's going to bring up the 50 shortly. It's 47 for 1, just 3 away from the 50. That's Team West Indies would have won their first encounter when they came up against the rivals India, Team India. India went down meekly. And now they're having back-to-back. It's a 15-over encounter. Welcome again, Kimberly.
Thank you, Ivor.
Tell me about the food.
I haven't eaten anything from then. But the food I had earlier was delicious, though.
All right. I just want to hail some of your fans. I'm going to steal some of your thunder. Those ladies that they here just in saloon.
Yeah.
I want to say hello to them.
That's Sharon and the crew.
Sharon and the crew taking up some of the thing. This one is hoiking this one past the short mid-on. He's splitting 2 fielders as he goes very, very close to the boundary and the ambles through for 2. So 49 for 1, and I said Kimberly is standing by to bring up the 50. So
yes, it is 49 for 1. I went over to the West Indies camp earlier, and I heard Lester King says that, oh, we made 113 the first game. Let's aim for 150 in this one. But if we just know that the 50 comes up for Team West Indies, we know that if Canada loses this one, they're out. And tomorrow we have another encounter here. And Sunday we pull down the curtain.
yeah, I thought it was 3 strikes and you're out, but you ruled the roost. 2 strikes and they're out.
Yes.
Okay, if Kimberly says so, that's it. 2 strikes and you're gone. Team Canada, they came in here as one of the favorites to make it to the finals.
Because they have been playing a lot of cricket as well over there in Canada.
But they're on the big stage now. You see, in Canada, they might have been playing.
And
You
the
know,
little stage.
yes, they're at center stage here. The only approved ICC venue in all of North America. So maybe a little stage fright, maybe. When they look at this lush, you describe it for the folks. This one up in the air.
The fielder comes up. Will it be taken? A good effort there. Coming off the long on boundary comes up. Couldn't make ends to that one. I think he have gotten some fingertips to that one, but couldn't have held on to it. And so he survived, and they picked up 2.
So E for effort. I can say he had a lot of acreage there to cover. He got there, but not in time to really hold on. Fingertips, like you said.
But that is a good effort, though. I would have graded him a A minus.
A minus, but does it count? Almost? Does almost count?
No.
It doesn't count. So, well, I can say Peter Singh lives to sing
Yes.
another day.
Yeah.
And umpire Vincent Hartley is making his way to the home sweet home. Your job is done and dusted. Very good job, sir. There you go. We have some cleaning up to do. And that's senior umpire here, Vincent Hartley. His work here for the day, number 1, is done and dusted. He'll be back in tomorrow, 9 o'clock start tomorrow for another 3 games.
Yes. 6 overs completed. Score reads 54 for 1. Going at a run rate at 9 runs per over.
Yes, well, they would have started off, really, really well. When King was at the wicket there, he got to 20 quick and in a hurry. Just before he got out, he was in a loud appeal for ball on court. It was a bump ball, and the very next ball he just swung to the hills and he missed. And you know the saying, you miss, I hit.
That one connected to the stumps like free Wi-Fi of King. So he wanted to go back for that big shot over the ropes for 6, but he missed out on it. But I heard him saying to the team, let's get to 150 this time. Currently they're at 54 for 1 with Singh and Ali. Ali, who had played wonderful innings earlier. Peter Singh, he's on 17. Ali, who is on 6.
Ali started the same way he started in his first inning. He was playing and missing outside the off stump. But he worked his way to 31 from 26.
Right.
In the first. So let's see if he'll emulate his first inning where he came in, he played and missed a few times, but he stayed the course and got a top score of 31 for Team West Indies. This time he's driving, but coming off the outer portion of the bat there, and he's not getting it from the sweet spot, but it was show some sign of aggression.
Yes. So we had a little bit of rain earlier, but the sun is out. They're loving it. Wonderful evening for cricket. Some people are driving home from work. It's Friday. It's a feel-good Friday for sure. If you want to have a relaxed evening, you can come on down to the stadium, or you can go home and relax in your settee or your couch and watch it on maqtv.com.
All right, talking about rain, and there was some talk about with the rain because the wind. He's pulling this one. He's pulling well, but there's a man down at the deep backward square leg. He averts to stop, and they can only get 1 for that. But it was a good-looking shot. First signs of aggression from Ali, but he did not place and get it past the deep backward square leg. Just 1. And we were saying with the rain, when it came, it was just that nagging rain. And I don't know. Someone said, why the rain just don't come and get on out as in a shower of rain? And they ended up saying this is what you call a woman's rain. Nagging. What do they mean by that? Nagging.
Yeah. And that is a Caribbean saying for sure.
Kimberly said it, not me. She said it was
when
woman's
it lasts,
rain.
the rain lingers, it calls a nagging woman rain.
Oh, right then. You said it. I didn't.
I'm just helping you because you had said it earlier.
You see how she always put me in the spot? Again, outside the off stump, but
dropped
in and out.
Could not hold on to that one. It seems as if it went with some fire, was struck really hard.
Is that the skipper? I think it was struck with some venom, but at this level, you ought to take those. He came straight at him. He had no choice but to put his paws, or else would have gone right in the gut. And yes, he would have been in some pain, but it hit into his paws. It's not sticky paws.
You can see he's flashing it a little bit.
At least we this time.
Take on. What is dropped? Puts down again. That is the 3rd drop catch in the inning so far. Canada seems as if they're melting towards the sun. Could not hold on to that. We saw one put down on the boundary earlier. Is it gone? I'm wondering. I'm waiting for the replay.
No, he's gone. He's walking. The batsman know that he was out. He just got a chance, and the very next delivery, I think they're contemplating whether the catch was dropped
Or
And
taken.
and they're trying to run out the non-striker because he was halfway down the wicket. But we do not have double play in in cricket.
So we'll have
because
the replay on the monitor here in the commentary box. Just waiting for the replay to see what happened. They're having a discussion there. And we are having a discussion here in the commentary box to see what exactly happened. They're waiting. They're telling him not to cross the boundary line as yet. Waiting for the replay.
No, he already crossed the boundary line, so I don't know what they're waiting for. The batter is off. Ken Singh is making his way in to replace
Peter Singh.
Peter Singh. He went for 18 from 17, so it's just for the new batter to get on in. He's thinking that he may have dropped it, but they're claiming the catch. And but then again, I don't know how the batsman would have been out, run out of a misapprehension, because he thought that the ball would have caught, which in the end is going to go down as a caught in the mid-on area. And then the bowler, when he retrieved the ball, he walked up to the non-strikers then and knocked the bails off, as if to say, well, if he wasn't out here, then he was out here. But then I'm saying that would have been unfair to the batsman. The ball would have been considered dead. No, I don't think it's.
It is 57 for 2. Ken Singh, new batsman to the crease.
I don't think they got it.
So, earlier we watched the game between Team West Indies and Team India. West Indies, they won that game by 47 runs. Now they're playing back-to-back game. They're up against Team Canada. We saw Canada, they went up against Team USA this morning, where they lost that game by 7 wickets.
Like we said, well, the Team USA would have won their first match this morning. They looked good. They looked the part. And they came up against a strong Canadian team. And now Canada, this time, is wrapped him on the pad, is coming forward. And it's given. Was a deal. No. What is he saying?
A leg by
Something
signal.
is wrong. The umpire seemed as if he would have given him. The batsman stopped, started to walk. Then he starts signaling leg buys, and they whip the bails off there. So something was wrong with that.
Well, they're having a discussion in the middle between umpires and the players, wondering what's happening out there. So another wicket has fallen. The score reads a 57 for 3.
Yes, Ken Singh gone leg before wicket. So is he on a hat trick?
Well, he's looking good. Imran picked up 3 wickets so far for 24 runs. 1 legal delivery to go in this over. So the sun is up and shining. It's all its glory. We come back here tomorrow. Game starts at 9:30. We know that Team USA will have a double header, and also Team India will have a double header tomorrow. It's a wonderful day here for sure.
Wickets are tumbling here now, and nothing put you behind the clock more than losing wickets. This one was going down the leg side, has a loud appeal, and
So either, you know, Team Canada, they're putting all that they have in this game because it's their first time in the competition, can't afford to lose 2 consecutive games, so they're putting the fight in to try and defeat Team West Indies to have a chance to maybe go to semi-finals or to the finals.
yes, they're up against it because you would have said if they were to lose 2 matches, they would be out of the competition, and that'll be hard work in there for them to come from Canada in a 3-day tournament to lose and drop out the competition on the first day.
Right.
Then they'll come for holiday, just Saturday and Sunday to do what? Do some shopping?
Maybe and enjoy the sunshine because I heard it's very cold in Canada right now.
Yeah, but I don't think that was on the card for them to come here to be knocked out on the first day of a 3-day competition.
Well, this morning I had a chat with the team too from Canada, and they were telling me that the only objective they have here to for the tournament is to take home the $10,000. So they have the determination, even though they lost a game before, they don't intend to lose another one.
Did they have locks on their head this morning when they were speaking to you?
No.
Because it seems as if it's a long way for Natty to be from home. A long way from the $10,000. Because they're really up against it here. They've got to really keep a stranglehold on Team West Indies outside the off stump, and this one keeping a bit low. And Balinayak yet to score. Just bunt this one to mid-off. So the Balinayak, a former captain of the South Florida Cricket Alliance team, bowls this time. Bally comes forward and gets off the mark this time as he nudges this one round the corner. Wicketkeeper runs out to do the fielding.
The captain and the coaching staff for Team West Indies, maybe they're saying over there, even if we don't get to the 150 mark, and if we get into the triple figures, we have the bowlers who can defend whatever they put on the board.
Is it fair that only the wicketkeeper is wearing gloves over there and everybody have to take the ball, the other 10 fielders with their bare hands? This one is in the air, and the man is running in, gets there, and drops the catch. And now we're going to give an extra run, extra 2 runs as a matter of fact, because they came back for the double. So the catching is not good.
He's flashing his hand.
Yes.
Seems as if it hit the thumb.
The thing about it, he did all the hard work. He came from off the boundary in the long off position. Got in about 40 yards from, just about 10 yards from the 30-yard circle. Got both hands to it and spilled it.
So that's what the third drop catch we have seen from Team Canada. It's a beautiful delivery right up in the block hole there.
So that was Ali. Yes, so Ali's the one who got the chance. He's sucking up some deliveries. He's 9 of 15. He's got to start wheeling the willow.
Maybe
this time he's going right across.
And he's begging, Rashawn is begging, and umpire not interested at all. Throwing some tantrum there. Umpire said not out.
Yeah, he walked. He must have got an edge onto that one. It looks pretty adjacent from here. But the umpire is in the best position to see what was going on. But he walked right across his stumps.
Squares that one up. The fielder won't attempt to run after that one. It crashes into the fence for 4. Eight overs completed. The score reads 64 for 3. Ali and Balai at the crease. Ali, who has faced 17 deliveries, he's on 13. Ali on 1 from 2 deliveries. Roshan, no wicket and 7 runs from that over. They're currently going at 8 runs per over. This partnership is consists of 7 runs.
Yeah, we're into the 60s now. It's in 64 for the loss of some 3 wickets. A partnership, yes, of 7. So it's in its infancy. Balinaik 1. Nazim Ali is on. You said it's the lucky 13? So he has lived a charmed life.
Can imagine how hot it is in Jamaica right now. What do you think is happening in St. Kitts?
Just recovering from general election. A new government has been in place now. Was what, August 5th was the election, and the government was changed. So they're less than 100 days, so they're trying to get their footing and gather the do's and the don'ts, and to correct some stuff that they thought would have gone all wrong.
Okay.
And you know how it is with politicians, make promises, and let's hope that they can keep their promises.
It seems as if promises happening everywhere with the politicians.
Yes, well, that's what it is. They have to make promises. Some are empty promises, some that are not realistic. Outside the off stump, well left by Balinayak, playing a first-class match. I dare say maybe a test match. There's no slip, so you can just try to get some willow onto it and run it down. There's a third man beneath us out of the camera view, but just get a touch on it and gets a single. This time he's whacking this one back to the bowler, so 2 dots on the trot. So Canada is keeping the faith and they're holding rein here. King would have really started the proceedings with a good 20 odd ones. You don't have his exact score, we were not in the comebacks at the time.
So Roddy Gibson in the attack, 3 dots already.
And again, Balinaik just covered up, trying to settle in. It's only a 15 over encounter. We're into the 9th over. And I think they're going to be relying on their bowlers to defend whatever they would put on the board. This time it's a full pitch, and here is Ali not timing. Comes off the towing of the bat and can't score. He's disgusted with himself.
And I must commend the bowlers for Canada. After the first game, they did some work and come back ready for this game.
And again, Ali using his feet, but cannot get it no further than 10 meters or so in front of him. But the wicketkeeper ran around and prevented a single. Even the thought of a single. Looking agile there. Remember, this is a World Legends tournament, but he looked really good there. Looked like a spring chicken.
9 overs completed. The score reads 65 for 3.
And which indeed is the latest score here at the Broward County Stadium. And as Virgil would say, in the beautiful city of Lauderhill. Just 1 run coming from that over. So we had 5 dots and a single.
Yes.
And the extras are really doing better than these 2 batters at this time.
They have gotten 11 extras. The run rate is still at 7.2.
Yep, like we said, the last go was Ken Singh was out for a duck, given LBW, and was somehow, we'll not go over that again, but it was given, and they were trying to scamper through for a leg by, and in the end he had to take that dreaded walk back to the dugout.
Yes.
Not contributing to the score. Bali's
Struck
down the
that
wicket.
one down the ground. So at the end of this over, we'll be having a change in the commentary box.
Yes, indeed.
So they picked up 2.
Greatman Vinod would be in with his partner Joe. So West Indies are making heavy weather of this after getting a good start. That's Eswaran Ling Am Gam.
It seems as if you have a
Eswawalingam.
Eswawalingam. You know, by the time he spell his name, school will be over.
By the time you
Sky's that one. The fielder comes up. Will he get there in time? No. They're looking to come back for the second. Picked it up quite easily. The score moves on to 69 for 3 in over number 10. Yes, Ivor.
They use all the alphabetical letters here to give this guy a name. That's not fair.
Yeah, I know. By the time he spell his name, though, school will be over.
Exactly.
S Walingram. S.
Call him Matty. His nickname is Matty.
Matty.
So go ahead with Matty.
I'm
We'll
telling
stick
you.
with his nickname, though, Matty.
That's the ball, and this time he's getting on the edge again. They need boundaries. These two batsmen. I'm so happy they move off that 69. That was a bad luck for them. I've gone 70.
You know, it sounds as if you're from Jamaica. Nobody in Jamaica likes that number in cricket.
No? I thought it was 13 that they don't like.
That number.
Okay, what number?
Walks
And-
down
okay.
the pitch. Skies. The fielder comes around. Will it be taken? Could not put hands to it. They're coming back for the second. That should have been an easy catch there.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just permit me. These guys are coming from Canada. You said Canada is cold.
Right. So
These
they're
guys-
melting in the sun.
No. They can't even catch a cold. They put down an easy sitter again. Man, my mom at 95 would have taken
That catch.
that catch with the hands
in the air.
with the hand tied behind the back, with the eyes closed.
Oh, wow. So that would have been easy for Grandma.
Easy for grandma, I'm telling you, with the hands tied behind the back and eyes closed.
That's the end of over number 10. The score reads 73 for 3. We'll now have a change in the commentary box.
We're waiting for Vinod. He's somewhere around here. And can be a double change here as teacher Vinod coming to tell you about Espiralingram.
What I did not tell you, Ivor, his name is Matty.
Exactly.
I mean, look at it. You can tell his name if you shorten it. It's Matty.
I told her already not to give me no big words to spell like lion and tiger.
Well. Remember asking, Ivor said, don't give him any big words. So I told him, forget tiger, spell mosquito. The score is 73 for 3. And let me say good afternoon and welcome again to Devendra Maharaj from Trinidad and Tobago, man who is playing for the United States in this tournament. Here's Rudy. And this is tugged away through mid-wicket. They should look for 2 here. And they go back for 2. 75 now. 73 after 10. Your prediction? Normally, you're pretty okay with that?
Well, I only gave prediction for 1 before, so let's see if I could get this one right now. 75 for 3, 10 overs. I think we might be staring down the barrel about 145, between 140 to 150, if the West Indies team can keep up at this rate.
Well, Davy, I would remind you, it's a 15 over encounter.
Oh, it's a 15 over encounter. Okay. Give me a moment. Let me
Reassess.
recalculate.
Reassess. I'll come back. So MAQ is on 7. Ali is on 19. And these two have been very fortunate. The Canadian fielding has been less than impressive. And both of them, they have gotten more chance than someone playing the lottery. They're still out there, though.
All right. After much consideration and deliberation, I believe we are looking down at about 125, 130.
Well, this is down the ground. Has the legs.
And it's dropped.
Yep. Another catch goes down, and that's 6. I was just told that these guys from the Canadian team, they will struggle to catch the cold in winter.
Seeing that it's cold there all the time, I think they should be easily adaptable to the situation, but clearly not.
Well, as Kimberly was saying earlier on, if they lose this game, they're out. He's bowled him down the track, and Gibson went around him there. And that's the end of Nazim Ali for a runner ball 25. He leaves, in fact, he leaves in a dejected manner. Probably a good time for Mahindra Nagamutu to come in.
Well, I believe it would be. And let's see who's coming into the park now. I see we still have a little wait.
I know that you have been checking out on your good friend Richard Ramreka. Give us an update. I heard that the injury does not look as bad as it was initially.
Agreed, and as you correctly indicated, we do have Mahindra Nagamutu coming in. And with regards to Mr. Ramreka, he is icing feverishly at the moment with all hopes of being ready to play tomorrow. I'm not sure how well that is going to work out in favor for him, but we will see what's taking place.
Yeah, I know he's been looking forward to this tournament for so long and started to look good. So we have unraveled the 370 behind Nagamutu's shirt. He's taken 370 first-class wickets. And that is where that comes from.
No, it had to be something like that to have such a large number behind your back.
Yep. So 370 is his number.
Just as we have Chris Gale with 333.
And Courtney Walsh with 519, which is actually a restaurant and pub in San Fernando.
Yep, in is it
C3.
C3.
Yes, I know you're one of those guys who live north of the lighthouse.
Funny story. I'm a marine technician, and the company that I work in is called C3 Marina. So I should have remembered that quite easily, but it eluded me.
Well, you're on vacation. You're actually here to play cricket. You don't want to remember work. Played away on the onside, no run. So Nagamutu, who got an unbeaten 23 in the first game, he'll be looking to end strongly here. 4 overs to go. And the Vindra Marad says 125.
I'm looking around that barrel. He is no longer batting with Tony Kalicharan, who was running well between the wickets. They were pushing and getting the twos to the long on, long off regions, the deep mid wicket and so on. They were always running hard, pushing for the twos. But with Bali Nayak, I'm not sure if he would be able to push those doubles.
Yeah, Nayak seems winded. He's been out there for 11 balls. Well, 11 balls that he has faced. So he's probably been out there for about half an hour. Nagamutu is going to push him though. 83 for 4. 4 overs to go. And it seems as if the weather will hold and we will be able to get in all 3 games today.
Oh, that's a great thing for cricket. You know, people coming from all over the world to play in this tournament. You know, the last thing that they would want is play to be interrupted by rain.
Down the track. Good idea. But still not really getting hold of it.
Again, these teams, just like India, no pace on the ball whatsoever, making it extremely difficult to get under the ball and hit. It seems as though that is their strategy. They may have looked on at the India game and realized that putting pace on the ball would only feed into the hands of the batsman.
Yeah, I think for the rest of this tournament, that'll be the order of the day, at least for those who have been eagle-eyed to look and see what's happening. Taking pace off the ball might well be the order of the day. We saw it when Nagamutu was bowling, and he was able, in the last game, to pick up 3 wickets.
And there he goes again, a full toss to Nagamutu, who cannot put it away. Again, because he simply just has to wait so long for the ball.
Yeah, but I think he just needs to wait a slight fraction of a second later, and then he'll be able to play the shot. On tracks like that, you want to play as late as possible.
Agreed. As you said that, he skies one out to the extra cover region.
Again, pushing out at it too early there, Nagamutu. The West Indies team, once they win here, they will more than likely go through to the finals.
So
They're up against you tomorrow.
yes, I believe, but we play them in the afternoon, and we play India in the morning.
Yeah, but the India team didn't really show up today. If they don't show up tomorrow, then your game against the West Indies will be a dress rehearsal for the finals.
Well, we've been known to play dress rehearsals before and have two different outcomes. As the score is 88 for 4, 11.4 overs. The field being set again.
Short, pulling it away and pulling it well. That's 4. Oh, that's cheeky. He knew that he could not cut the handle, the angle, sorry, so he went off the pitch and just held on to it.
Ran outside of the boundary and collected the ball. So finally, Vinod, Nagamutu holding on to one, actually getting a boundary for his efforts. And he goes again. Oh, this time.
Oh, this is farcical. He tried a bit of soccer.
I think I'd need to show him exactly what has to be done.
Yes, because you did it proficiently this morning. 2
Wait.
boundaries.
As I said, as we tend to get a little bit older, the back tends to not bend as much.
But on that occasion, it was not bending at all. At the end of 12, it's 96 for 4. Latest score here at Central Broward Regional Park.
So, how true do you think that prediction might come through? 3 overs again. This over actually was a bit more productive, getting 2 boundaries in the over. Nagamutu actually getting hold of the slowish deliveries and being able to pull them through the mid-wicket region.
But he has the experience, mind you, Nagamutu, and you know, a man with a test best of 68 tells me he can bat.
Yeah.
So, with 3 overs to go, 29 to get to your prediction, I would not rule it out.
Well, hopefully if he's able to tee off, he can go to the 130, 135 range, which would be ideal. That would be, 10 plus and over from here.
So Nayak needs to really get going with wickets in hand, just 3 overs to go. Nayak is batting under 100 in terms of his strike rate. He really needs to go. I don't think he can also keep up with Nagamutu in between the sticks. Probably a fresh pair of legs out there. Who knows?
But there's so many dimensions to having a fresh pair of legs out there. Somebody has to now come in, face the bowling, get accustomed to the pitch with 3 overs to go again. It's you have to basically get out there and start clicking immediately. As the field is being set once more for the numerous time.
So it's going to be after up to continue, and he's bowling to Nayak. Nayak will want to get hold of this and play some big shots. He gets just 1.
Running, as you rightly said, a bit tired, slowly through the wicket there. Weather has held up really well. A cool afternoon, not as hot as it normally is in this general area. So it would be definitely godsend for the players on the field to not have to deal with the hot sun and the humidity.
Yeah, and it's eased up. The wind has helped a lot in that aspect.
We'll just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow.
Looking to play it fine. There is no third man in place.
I think that was actually a quicker ball that he missed outside the line of the off stump. One of the very few ones. Again, as he tugs again to... Oh, lovely running there,
Nayak surprised me.
Yeah, he reached back pretty quickly there. As Nagamutu's trying to hoik through mid-wicket, as we say. So again, Vinod, I'm seeing some very unusual field positions that I just cannot name. I see we have a long on, wide long off, and then there's I don't know if that is an extra cover, but there's a extra cover and a man between extra cover.
Well, that one is out the ground. I can tell you that. That's safe to say. Nagamutu has landed that one over deep mid wicket for 6.
Love, finally he's middling some of them.
We've seen 3 sixes today now. One from Dr. Hamad Malik, one from my fellow commentator, and now one from Nagamutu. In fact, we've seen 4. And one was struck earlier on in this innings as well.
Let's get some more runs there. Mid-wicket, backward square region, sorry. Almost going for 4.
Well, they've taken
They've
3.
They've run 3.
Yeah.
So he's definitely pushing Nayak to make sure he gets his runs. And he's blowing quite heavily there, as you can see.
And Nayak is up for the fight. Nagamutu is going to keep him running. If I was Nayak, I would be looking for the boundaries.
But again, playing straight down the ground and having to run his single.
So it's the end of the over, the end of 13. The score is 109 for 4. 2 overs to go in the West Indies innings.
Two overs to go again, Vinod. 109. Looking at the projections again, 125, 126. Ideally, 10 runs and over, 129, 130. It is a good amount of runs actually for 15 overs. It's not a bad score to impose upon the Canadian team.
And what you will see is scoreboard pressure coming into play once they can get up to 120, 125, as you suggested.
As Bali, he's playing through the line of the ball, down to long on, where he just gets a single there.
Yeah, it's difficult to see with the side screen in front of us.
I think that we might have to go up another level so we can look above the side screen.
Well, there was a great discussion early on today whether the side screen should be moved back towards the building or the building should move towards the side screen.
I think we just need to go another level up.
Well, I think the guys are deliberating whether to move the building. Should happen by tomorrow.
All right. We'll definitely have a better viewpoint then. I'm looking forward to that. So, Vino, can you help me out with the pronunciation of this young man's name here?
Well, I'll tell you something. They call him Mati.
That helps.
That
that helps.
Yes.
That helps. So Nagamutu trying to go through his favorite spot of the mid-wicket region, just getting a top edge there to short third man as Mati, as we both stare at his name and try to pronounce it and not make a mistake.
Well, Ivan Henry tried just before we came on, and he's at the doctor's office.
Ah, okay.
So
Yeah.
we'll go with Mati, as you can see on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lockjaw. As Mati comes into bowl, and he's down to the cow corner region there as they run in, and Nayak is seeming to be pushing Nagamutu now.
Yeah, I mean, it has turned. Tables have turned. Nayak is now pushing him in truth.
Mati comes in once more to bowl. Is this a man card?
Well, we saw one early on, so Nagamutu is not impressed.
There's been a lot of talk about man carding, and it's now law.
Yeah.
And in fact, against the game with Team USA, Mati tried one. However, our batsman was...
He's gone.
Yes.
Nagamutu is out. He's run out.
Yeah, backing up too far.
Well, it's in the laws now, so you can't really get upset with Mati.
No. And a lot of players, they disagree with regards to the man carding incident and actually having it done. But as a batsman, if you are backing up too far and giving yourself an unfair advantage, why should the bowler just happily allow that? And I always tell my younger players around me, stay in your crease.
Yeah, I think it's now law. He has been sent packing, Nagamutu, for 23 of 10. He's not happy, but Matty has gotten rid of him. It's in the law.
Yep. And he did try it against our team, but again, one of our batsmen, he was adept. Malik was adept to the situation and was inside his crease.
So Matty is someone the guys will be looking at as they ensure that he...
But there is also some discrepancy, Vinod, in terms of if you are intentionally running up and looking at it and not in your delivery slide, how at that point in time would the umpire know if you are in your delivery stride and then stop and go around? Because Matty was not in his delivery stride at that moment.
That's the funny thing. You have to be in your delivery stride, and he was not. You can actually see him walking up.
And then just running out Nagamutu.
Yeah, to effect the run out. So that's the grey area that a lot of talk has centered around. So Matty, the man with a long name,
so
one wonders if they were supposed to put Iswaralingam to the back of his jersey. It might have made a complete circle.
Yeah, I think that might have gone straight around his chest.
All the way to the front.
Yes. Oh, and they're pushing hard for that too. Would you believe that it's Nayak who pushed for that that too, coming back to the danger? No. Yes. Pushing Bim George to come back for 2. Bim George yet again on 0 as he came out and did not face a ball in the last innings and was left on 0 not out. As Nayak is pulling through the mid-wicket region and pushing for 2 again. He seemed to have gotten a second win. Vinod, where's all this energy coming from?
Yeah, all of a sudden, seems to be a finisher. At the end of 14, 117 for 5.
Well, as I predicted, I'm thinking 126, so let's see where we are at. And then definitely, if I get this one right, I need to talk to Mr. MAQ.
Yeah, you need to speak to Mr. MAQ, yes.
And ask him if he has any employment opportunities available.
At the moment, though, it's 117 for 5. If they can get up to 125 or so, we could have a real match on our hands.
I definitely think so. I know the Canadian team, having played earlier, but they had a rest in between. However, the West Indies team playing a back-to-back game, coming out and batting here. Now they have to go back out and deliver with the ball. So we'd have to see how well their players adapt to the situation in terms of fitness-wise, and if they're able to hold their nerve, hold their fitness, hold their ability that they have to be able to bowl line and length and be consistent.
Well, what I thought worked well for the West Indies team was that little drizzle. It gave them an extended period of rest before this game started. So I think that might have worked well for them. And the other good thing for the West Indies team is that they're batting first. Now, remember they were fielding second in the first game.
Correct,
Had
yes.
they gone out to field again, that might have been taxing on them.
Definitely. Well, they get to the bowlers get to sit and have a little rest while the main batsmen are batting. But at the end of the day, it still takes a toll on you mentally and physically playing 2 back-to-back games. It's hard to just walk out there. We are no longer spring chickens anymore. We're way past our prime.
Well, tomorrow you will feel the heat, so to speak. You have 2 games.
I fully well intend to take a sleep somewhere in the pavilion at some point in time. As 4 runs, as we have Bim George getting onto the scoreboard there, facing one delivery and making full use of it.
It was a good shot, badly lined, and he just had to help it around the corner.
So we are 122. It looks like we might surpass my score, my predicted score.
It's looking as if they can even get up to about 130, which is even better for them.
Yes, we have another field change again, but the fielder seems to be running out of another position that he's not sure where he's going. Oh, and he's beaten outside the line of the off stump there, Bim George.
Quicker delivery.
4 deliveries remaining. That's another quicker delivery, and he's bowled. Or is he not bowled?
Well,
The stumps were broken, but
initially the wicketkeeper was celebrating, so we thought that Bim George was
bowled.
bowled.
Tricks are being played on us. Oh. And that's a beautiful piece of stumping there.
Dragged him wide. Rudy Gibson, a lot of experience. He dragged Bim George wide, and the wicketkeeper was able to effect a nice stumping.
And here we were talking about 130, and all of a sudden now we're still 122 for 5 with 3 balls remaining.
Yeah, they may well end up on your score. Khalid Charan is the man going out now.
Kalicharan had a good partnership with Nagamutu in the first game, being able to run the doubles. I'm not sure how sprightly he feels right now. 2 balls remaining, so I'm presuming that they would push as much as they can to get full value for the next 2 balls. As we have Rudy is not bowling a bad over at all. 2 for 16 and 2.4, 2 balls remaining. But he seems to be bowling a lot quicker than some of the other spinners that we saw, and utilizing the pitch.
Yeah, he seems to be a very experienced man.
And he's got another one. Rudy is on a roll. 2 wickets and 2 balls, LBW.
Well, Davies on a hat-trick. Let's see if he can effect that.
Well, I'm very sure he would like to, and I would like him to get his hat-trick, but then I'd also like him to get a 4, so my predictions would come true to form.
Well, if he gets a 4 here, I will wash your car for the next month. Well, your good friend Bali Nayak is shaking his head. He's at the non-striker's end.
Yeah. Well, I see, I'm looking at Rudy Gibson bowling there, and he seems to have a plan of what he wants to do, honing in on that middle and leg stump line, not giving the batsman anything or any room to free their arms, so to speak. Which is good bowling on a pitch like this. Once the bowlers can bowl to their plan and set the fields accordingly, it does wonders, and you're able to restrict runs. However, when they want to try different things and the field is set for a particular line of bowling, that's where the runs start to leak, and they start to give away unnecessary runs and boundaries.
Pretty soon the lights will be switched on, as just 1 delivery to go in the innings. Zamin Amin, the captain of this team, the former USA captain, is coming out now, and he just has 1 ball to face.
What are you thinking? Yorker into leg stump and Zamin flicking for 4? Or
Well, look, Yorker into leg stump, he misses. It's a hat trick.
as the final ball is being bowled. And it was outside off stump.
Unbelievable. The last 4 deliveries of the final over were unscored off.
Yeah, it's that's really good bowling by Rudy Gibson, who ended up with 3 for 16 in 3 overs. 3 wickets, 16. As we go through the scorecard here, Peter Singh, 18 off 18 balls. Lester King, 21 off 10. Better performance this time. Nazim Ali, 25 off 25, runner ball. Ken Singh, 0. Bali Nayak, 18 off 20. Jordanaga Mutu 23 of 10. Good strike rate there. Bim George 4-4. Tony Kalichiran 0 and Zamin Amin not out on 0. You know, it's as you rightly said, finishing the game last 4 balls, no runs.
Yeah, and you can see now
With a potential hat trick also too. As we had Daniel Supla 1 over 12 runs. Rehan Shahid 1 over 11 runs. Imran Kamzi 3 overs 24 runs, 3 wickets, well bowled. Aftab Quazier 3 overs 21 runs, no wickets. Roshan Wignaraja 1 over 7 runs. Rudy Gibson 3 overs 16 runs, 3 wickets. And Mati 3 overs 29 runs. So it was all round good bowling performance by the team.
yeah, good comeback, 122 for 7 after 15, and we're going to take a short break. When we come back, the West Indies will have to defend that 122 against the Canadians. We take a short break. We'll be right back.
Well, welcome back to the Broward County Stadium, and we're going to be having one chase here. Team Canada trying to stay alive. They've got to win this one if they ought to stay in the competition. Their other matches would be meaningless to them, or they can probably become spoilers. 122 for 7, Team West Indies. Good recovery in the end. Nagamutu and Bali put on a good partnership there to reach to the 122 from 15 overs. For viewers who are visiting now and you're viewing now, we've been here from morning and we are in the closing stages of day number 1. Welcome back, Kimberly.
Thank you, Ivor. So they managed to get 122 runs on the board. At one stage, they didn't know if they would have gotten in the triple figures. At one point, they were at 65 for, 3 or 4? That's Team West Indies. But they managed to get to 122. So Team Canada, they need 123 runs for victory. In a few, we will be seeing the lights coming on. It's kind of getting dark here now. It is 6 o'clock, which is 5 o'clock in Jamaica.
Well, the bowling of Rudy Gibson, he got 3 for 16. So Charlie has been the better bowler so far. Nazir, he got 3 for 14 earlier in the day. Oh, I was looking for that.
Well, the lights are on now. David, who played a whopping innings early against Team USA, picked up 58 runs from 34 deliveries. And Aftab, well, he gets off the mark.
Yes, Ken Singh started with a wide down the leg side in his first match of the day. He picked up a wicket in his first over. And he was carted over the park in his last over, the third over. So let's see if he'll continue in that vein with the first 2 overs. He's driving, gets it past the cover, and they're going to be taking an easy 2.
So the lights are on. We come back here tomorrow bright and early. Game starts at 9:30. And tomorrow is Saturday. You work all week, and if you have the day off tomorrow, you can join us here tomorrow for sure. We're going to have a wonderful time of cricket, a lovely cricket.
Yes, Team Canada again, trying to keep the hope alive. He's driving, splitting the cover fielder, the wide long off. It's giving chase and stops it just inches away from the boundary. No, it's 4.
It gets across the line?
Yes, it got across the line. It's 4. Signal there by umpire Vincent Brown. But that was a good-looking shot, a good, proper cricket shot.
Well, we know that we are playing the World Legends Tournament, and I think West Indies, they have used some strategies.
Edge, and this one is running very, very close to the boundary. Stop just inches beneath us here, and the ambles through for 2. So an expensive over so far. By Ken Singh so far. So a boundary been struck in it. They got a free and started with a wide. That's all.
So back to what I was saying, Ivor, is that West Indies, I think they have taken the first strike in the second game. Oh my, can't believe it didn't hit the stumps.
That's a French hit. And it's
well, we call it French cut in Jamaica, a French cut shot.
We call it Maurice Foster. He perfected that one. They said it coming out of Jamaica. So this one was played with the inner portion of the batsman past the leg stump. It doesn't matter in 2020 how they come. Runs on the board is runs on the board.
Yes. So the lights are on, and I think West Indies, they choose to bat first in the second game because you know that it will get dark and maybe their eyesight is not clear enough to see it properly with the light and all of those things. So They rather to put in. It seems as if there's a wicket there. The keeper goes up, the bowler goes up. Everybody congregating in the middle of the pitch. The score reads 10-1 in over number 1.
And Ken Singh followed in fine fashion. His first match, he got a wicket in the first over, and now he would have continued in that fashion. But it was scattered across the park, though. He got some 10 runs coming from that over. But nonetheless, a wicket in the wicket column, he goes. But early in the match, you would have seen the old man card, what we call the man card, where the bowler would have walked up to the wicket and knocked those stumps over while the non-striker was backing up too far. Well, you know, that they've had a change of law with that. It is called now an unfair play. And it goes down as a run out.
Okay.
So it's an out. I mean, Nagamutu was saying, oh, they don't play that anymore. And
Well, it has changed.
It has changed. He's got to keep up with the times.
Yes, even now, what has changed too is that you can't use your saliva on the ball.
Right. And I agree with that one. And, another rule that's changed again. Once ago, if a batsman is charging a bowler running in, it was legal for the bowler to throw the ball to effect a run out at the strikers then.
Right.
Now that will be called a dead ball.
A dead ball, right.
Yes, so a lot of changes taken into effect. We would have seen the batter, if you're out caught, you have to be at the striker's end in the same over, that is. Because
Right.
if it's the end of the over, you'll replace the batsman who struck that ball. Well, over number 2, and they're getting a single. And this is Brim George. Remember George, he bowled quite economically in the first match that the team West Indies would have played in.
Back to the run out though, Nagamuto had been run out twice. In the first game and in this one.
Oh, so he's... oh, I don't remember. He ran out in the first inning.
Yes.
Okay, so he's a candidate for a run out, so those guys must have known that.
Maybe he needs to go to Jamaica and look for Usain Bolt to get some speed.
Well, the second one, he didn't need any speed. He was involved in an unfair play.
Yes.
He trying to cheat around. He trying to get to the other end before the bowler can deliver. He just walked up and nicely just tipped the bails over on the back foot and knocked down there by Bim George.
So the record run rate is 8.3. They're currently going at 7.2. The score reads 12-1 in over number 2.
On the back foot again. Oh, that's a bad miss there. In the short extra cover, they were thinking 2. Should have done better with that. There was no real sting on that one. There was not hit with any venom. Just a regulation ball that came to him, and he powered it down to Balinaya down here on the long off position beneath us. Left arm bowls around the wicket. And in good old one day, well, I should say, in first class fashion, he just spat it back to the bowler.
Yes, so only 3 runs coming from that. 2 overs completed, 12-1. So West Indies, they have back-to-back game, but tomorrow they'll have some rest until 4 o'clock in the evening. They'll be playing the final game tomorrow. So India and Team USA, they have a double header for them tomorrow, ahead of them tomorrow. And as I mentioned earlier, that will be here for 9 o'clock, 9:30 start. So the lights are on. Another 110 runs needed from 78 deliveries. The required run rate is 8.5. Current run rate is 6.5. This partnership is consists of 3 runs so far.
Yes, of course. Well, this is the Legend World Competition, the World Legend Competition. It's in its 2nd edition, started last year, and the winners of that competition would have been Team West Indies. Now they're here trying to defend 122 that they would have made, and you have to just beat by 1 run.
Yes. So in December they'll be having the US Open,
Yes.
another tournament. Will it be here?
Right here.
Right
yes.
here for sure.
Yes. In the #1 stadium in all of North America. The only ICC approved venue. Again, want to welcome all viewers. Those who are in our neck of the woods should be having maybe what? The happy hour now? It's just after 6 o'clock. Maybe
6
in the
o'clock.
happy hour. You're missing the happy hour,
Yes.
Kimberly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know you'll catch up with that. The other eating you did today, you have to get some drinks later. The Kensing Bowl, left arm round wicket, and this time this one coming into the batsman. Good bit of fielding. Picked up and throw with the left hand.
16 for 1.
What I said about 16, how sweet it is?
It's your sweetness.
Sweet 16. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a wonderful look here at the stadium. You're live on maqtv.com. Beautiful delivery. He goes up. A chance to run out. Did he manage to hit the stumps?
No, he missed.
He missed it by a mile. So he managed to
Scamper
get
through for a single.
home. Yes, they picked up a run. It seems as if Ken thought he hit the pad, but it seems as if some bat was involved there as well. Umpire Vincent Brown said not out.
Team Canada trying to stay alive. And this time on the back foot, punching down to a wide long off. The ambles through for a single. Kensing at a wicket in his first over. Very last delivery. This time he's planting poles. That's the batters. 5 singles in this over. Now he wants to end well for Team West Indies. Team Canada wants to end well with the maximum. It's not going to be. It's going to be ending with a single. So 6 poles.
So that single takes the score to 19 for 1 at the end of over number 3, tracing a total of 123 runs for victory. Another 104 runs required now from 72 deliveries. And Team Canada, they're hoping and praying that they can pull off a victory here. And West Indies, they're applying pressure wants to keep Canada under pressure until the last delivery being bowled here to advance to the finals, which comes up on Sunday afternoon.
Yes, well, we've seen on camera umpire Vincent Brown and Ken Singh was having a little laughter, chatter there. And Vincent Brown was explaining something to someone, pointing toward the pitch.
You're looking at the monitor as well. You see Mahado from the West Indies team, Qureshi and Chambers having a chat in the stands as well. Maybe they are saying it's a wonderful day. They have a wonderful day of cricket so far.
Well, it has been, George. South Pole is...
Will it be taken? The fielder comes up, dropped. Could not hold on to it. And coming off the boundary, they managed to pick up a run. The score moves on to 20 for 1. Ivor.
Yeah, we have seen some poor catching here in this tournament so far. Let's hope for a better and brighter day tomorrow. I noticed that some of the lights are out here. They're going to have to have a look on that, on one of the poles over there.
And that one as well.
And this one, yes. So we have to bring it to someone's attention. So 21. And what did they say about 21? Do you think you can get in the bar and order a drink? This one is in the air. Third man is running around. They're not going to get there. But they're just going to be the 1-1. They're going to need much more than that. Kensing last over was 6 singles. A good comeback, because he was carted over the park for some 10 runs in his first over. He came back well. He would have bowled his 2 overs for 16. Remember, it's a 15-over match.
Mm-hmm.
Each bowler allotted just 3 overs.
So the run rate is climbing. They required 8.8 runs now. They're currently at 6.3. The partnership consists of 13 runs. Another 100 runs required from 68 delivers.
Well, it's early days yet. So this time he's going down towards the mid-wicket area. He went round to the square leg and picks up, rifles in a throw, a good one.
Is
would
he
have been struck.
on?
He's out.
Give on.
One out.
A good return from the man in the deep, straight to the keeper. The second wicket has fallen. The score reads a 23 for 2 in over number 4.
My word, but it was a bit high and was in goalkeeper fashion. Wicketkeeper went up and pulled that down and whipped the bails off in a flash. You sure these guys here playing in the legends?
I was just about to say that, Ivor.
They look better than the West Indies.
Yes. It seems as if they're in their 20s.
Yes. It was a good, nice, strong throw too that came in.
Indeed.
It was.
They're having a chat. They want to win this because if they win this, they go straight to the finals, which comes up on Sunday. And I can see Mahathir in a distance. He's smiling. Wants to have a rest tomorrow. Don't have to do too much to win. Because if they win now, it'll be relaxing for them.
So you said they play the only game tomorrow at 4 o'clock?
Yes.
So they're going to have a good night's rest.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're going to party with you. They're going to take their happy hour with you.
It is now 6:15 here in Florida. 24 for 2. Kazmi, new batter to the crease. So I mentioned the record run rate. You said it's early days, but you don't want the record run rate to get away from you too much. Right now they're at 6.3. The record run rate is 8.9. You want to try and keep closely to it.
Yes, well, it's climbing, and that's what the defending champions would want. Team West Indies would have won the first tournament, which started last year, and now here they're defending and defending well. This is the second match of the day for them. Won the first match quite easily. They would have won it, as a matter of fact, in 12.4 overs when they were asked to just make 116. They got to 121 for just 3 wickets.
That's Team USA.
No, yes, that was Team USA. You are absolutely correct.
West Indies, they won by 47 runs.
Yes. They ended up making 131, as a matter of fact.
Right.
They were asked to make 100 and...
So they made 131. India was asked to make 132.
and they made it 84 for 7.
Right.
That's what it is. I was giving the credit for the Team USA to the defending champions. But nonetheless, both of them would have won. As a matter of fact, Team USA played one match and won and out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they'll be here playing 2 matches tomorrow.
Right. So Vijay in the attack. Vijay C. Narayan.
Well, Ken Singh normally bowls his 3 overs on the trot, but this time he's been pulled out of the attack after just the 2 overs. So 2 for 16 so far, and he got a wicket. So he would have done his job. So at the right arm this time into the onside. He's really trying to tug this one hard. He's not really getting a hold of it. That's good running between the sticks. So Vijay Sionarayan is into the attack, bowling his right arm off spinners. Wicketkeeper standing up over the sticks again. He's pulling this one into the onside. Just going to be 1 this time. As the wide long on runs in, averts a stop.
What Team Canada needs to do, they have to try and get a boundary, at least a boundary per over while getting those 1s and 2s, because 1s and 2s alone won't work. They need boundaries.
Again into the onside, again for singles. So all the ones are coming into the onside.
The score moves on to 28. Kazimi get off the mark.
This time it plays into the offside. Again, it's a 6-3 field, but first 3 ones came into the onside, where there's only 3 men in the onside. Unusual for an off spinner to be bowling with 6 men in the offside, another one tugged into the onside. There's a lot of acreage in the onside, but the batters are not picking the gaps. They're settling for 1
Which won't work.
if they're trying to get past 123 or 122 made by Team West Indies.
5 overs gone. Score reads 29 for 2. Another 94 runs required now from 60 deliveries. So Team Canada, they will have to try and get in some boundaries. 1s and 2s won't work at this stage for them to keep alive in this tournament, because if they lose this one, they're out of the competition. Tomorrow we'll be having a doubleheader. If Team West Indies win this game, they will go straight to the finals, which comes up on Sunday at 4 o'clock. We'll be having semi-finals, which starts at 9:30.
And then the grand finale, the curtain come down with the finals. Who will it be? Now you already say that Team West Indies is going to go right into the finals
If they win this
match.
Mm-hmm.
So who will be playing against Team West Indies? Your prediction?
Well, I've watched the 4 teams here today, and I'm seeing Team India and USA. They are playing really well, and I'm thinking that Team USA and West Indies, if they win this game, will play in the finals.
And that's your final answer.
Yes.
So you're discarding Team India. I'm putting you on the spot.
Based on how I see them play today, that's
Okay.
why I made that prediction.
Okay. I would hold it against you. That's what you saw, and that's what you're saying. Team India will not make it to the finals, to be on the center stage.
I said, based on how they played today. Well, cricket
You
is
said
a glorious uncertainty. Well, let's see what will happen. But I'm looking at a USA and a Team West Indies for the finals, which comes up on Sunday.
But I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to be very surprised. But don't feel bad. Just hold your horses. Buckle up. You know, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. I would think, by the look of things, Team USA and Team West Indies would be contesting the finals come Sunday afternoon,
Okay.
by the look of things.
And
Canada,
and
on
it's yet-
paper, looks good.
Mhm.
They came with a reputation. They're playing cricket, all 3 formats they're playing in Canada. They play the 20 overs, 35 overs, and they say they play even a 50 over. And the competition ends in October, this month. So there's been cricket that has been played, and after that they said they'll go to play indoors. So you know they have the domes over there. This time he's going hard, he's going high, but he's not gonna get past the cow corner fielder. And it's just 1. So they're gonna need boundaries. They're gonna need them quick, fast, and in a hurry. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, well, Kwazier is on 16 from 18. He've sucked up a few deliveries there. And Kazme is on 3 from 5. Well, let's do the equation. 89 runs needed. All of 54 legal deliveries left. They'll be hoping for a few wides along the way, maybe. Make it a little easier. But as things look here right now, if you're a betting person, and I know you are, I saw you with a whole sheet of Florida lottery. I keep you laughing all day. Do I must be home with a clown or something.
Well, it's a bet of the cricket game for sure. That's what he's talking about. But if Team Canada can get in some boundaries, it is not impossible. But they will, as I said earlier, they will have to get even 1 or 2 boundaries per over to try and put up a fight against Team West Indies.
That's a good shot.
Nice shot. Chases by the fielder, sprints away to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, that's a good looking shot. It was played and placed very, very nicely. Once you get it past the point, the extra cover field and the boundary had no chance. And there you had the cover point fielder giving chase only to pick it up beyond the boundary rope. So that's a good looking shot. You called it, and Quasier delivered. But they're going to need much more than that. They need a big over.
They do. They need to have a bowler. They have to have a goal at a bowler. Find one of them who they can attack, even to get at least 2 boundaries from that over, and to try to reduce the runs and try to keep up with the run rate. They're currently going at 6.2. The record run rate is 9.5. Swings and swings hard. The fielder comes around. Will he get it? Towards it? Yes. They're coming back for the second and picked it up quite easily.
Takes the total on to 40 days and 40 nights. So they're showing some signs of aggression here. So with a count run rate of 6.3, he's going after him again into the offside. Just going to get a single for this one as the fielder from the backward point runs around, picks up, sends a throw back to the bowler.
So 7 runs coming from the over so far.
82 runs required, 51 balls. Can they do it? This time he's trying to late cut it in the fashion of a Lawrence throw back in the day. Do you know Lawrence George Yagoro?
I heard the name.
Heard the name. Well, you must remember him. He's from Jamaica, and he would have made his debut for the West Indies 1971, and he would have scored 214 runs on debut and 100 not out. The only cricketer in all of
cricket. The 3rd wicket is down. He's struck. The score reads 41 for 3 in over number 7. Back to you, Ivor.
Yes, I was saying Lawrence George Yagoro would have scored 214 in his maiden test debut and came back to score 100 not out. And he's the only cricketer
Was ever done
would
that.
have done that. Yes, score a double century and a century on debut. Lots of person would have scored a century on debut. Some score a century and take 5 wickets, but none to score a double and a century.
Right.
So the required run rate has now gone into double figures. I said it was early days yet, so what do we say now? It is not so early.
What do you say?
I'm leaving something for you to say.
Well, as I said, they have to try and keep up with the required run rate. At least get 2 boundaries per over. They have lost a wicket just now.
Yes.
The score reads 41 for 3 in over number 7.
Yeah, it's like a clock. It's going up the hill. It's struggling going up the hill. They need to get it going down the hill where they can coast. Because it's like climbing Mount Everest right now, trying to get to 10 runs and over. So, but Team West Indies, they're not going to make it easy for Team Canada. I'm telling you, they're going to try to take them out of their misery, to give them 2 losses on the trot. But nonetheless, I'm going to be the winner. I told you cricket is going to be the winner. So Team Canada, they're getting a baptism here.
7 overs completed, 42 runs on the board, 3 wickets down already. Team West Indies, they need another 7 wickets of victory. Team Canada, they required another 81 runs from 48 deliveries. Record run rate is 10.1. Current run rate is 6.0. This is a 1-run partnership so far. It's Gibson and Aftab at the crease. They need boundaries. They need a partnership. They have to try and attack a bowler to get some runs in. They need 81 runs. It's not impossible once they can get some boundaries in.
Well, Skipper Zamin decides he's going to come back for his second over. His left arm is bowling. Swings down the leg side wide. Signal there by the umpire. So Amin would have bowled his first over. Just some 5 runs coming from it. Starts with a wide. He's bowling between the umpire and the sticks. This time he's appealing. But they're running through. Leg by, signal there by the umpires. It's worth a shout.
44 for 3. So Zamin, 6 runs from his over. In his second over now, they come for a run. 79 runs needed now.
It's getting harder and harder. I think that Team Canada is in a lot of trouble. Trying to get to 123 victory. What do you say? Natty, how far is Natty from home?
Far.
A long way.
A long way.
A long way for Natty to be from home. Yes.
So we come back here tomorrow and also on Sunday. So you can feel free to come on down. They need boundaries.
Yes, well, the pitch has held up good so far. We had a lot of rain here on Thursday. The pitch spent most of the day covered. And it was shining, and like you said, like a glass was there this morning.
Yes, we should commend the ground staff for the wonderful work they have done.
This one coming off the inside portion of the bat, not middling well, but gets a single nonetheless for his effort. The scampers down. I think these guys are just coming to have some fun. It was so good seeing Majid Mahmood this morning, one of my old compatriots, used to play for Pakistan here in South Florida. Very, very good batsman. If that guy would have stayed in Pakistan, he was good enough to play for Pakistan, for the full team.
But
Beautiful
talking
too.
about Pakistan, though, the World Cup comes up. Well, it should start tomorrow. When is the 16th? Sunday? The World Cup starts Sunday. Who do you think will be the 2022 champion of the World Cup, ICC World Cup?
It's hard to pinpoint one team at this time, but I think Australia will go in as the favourites. They're playing at home. But my eyes on 4 teams that I think are going to maybe make it into the finals. And we're going to give a half. 4, Australia, India, England, New Zealand, and the half is West Indies, because I have to call West Indies' name. I need for them to be in the top 4. So they have to steal another half someplace from somebody to get in there. So I'm giving them a half. So I'll tell you what. New Zealand is a half getting in there. West Indies is a half.
So you're gambling a half on the West Indies?
Yes. Yes. I'm a diehard West Indian.
I am too, but you have to call a spade a spade.
I don't see your shirt.
My heart.
Oh, yeah, I can't see your heart.
8 overs completed. Score reads a 46 for 3. But I'm looking at a team Pakistan, a team India, team New Zealand. I'm not going to put the West Indies in there. They will have to surprise me.
Well, that's why I said you have a hard heart.
Yes.
Yes. And you're proud.
Yes.
Yes.
When it comes to them, I am.
And for the first time, you're saying something today without a smile on your face. That's Kimberly, female commentator here, making her debut here at an international venue. And we want to welcome you. It's been a pleasure. I'm sure you'll be here for the duration of the tournament. It was indeed a pleasure working alongside you. And,
Thank you, and same to you as well, Ivor.
yes, I had fun with you here dressing saloon, and those folks down there, they was really, really happy
The
to hear the
hairdressing salon.
names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no sweeter sounding name than when you hear it on the radio. And Leon Francis of the Cricket Show fame, that's the president of that show, he co-hosts the show on Sundays from 6 until 9 in the PM. He's listening up right now. He'll be glad when you say there's no other sweet sounding name than when you hear it on the radio or TV.
That's true.
Yes. So I started delight when your hairdresser, when she heard her name called, then she looked at you, you had it on video there, and she was really cockapoo. She was really smiling. And this one he played back along. There's a no ball call. They have the first no ball of the tournament.
And it's going to be a free hit.
Yes. And since the batters did not change, well, guilty of overstepping, I guess. That's Nagamutu. So Nagamutu is having a rough day. He got run out twice and have to be called bowling, spinning, bowling, and no ball.
So currently we have 49 viewers watching on maqtv.com on YouTube. Say thanks for staying with us.
On YouTube, and this time he's playing this one, trying to cut from outside off into the onside, and he missed, taken cleanly there by the wicket keeper. Struggling to get up to 50. Do you think they will get to 75? Another 26 runs? What do you think? This one is in the air. He's going down to wide long on. One bounce. The bowler thought he could make a better effort, but nonetheless, the one is not going to hurt the team. It's not going to hurt Nagamoto's average. His first over just
3 runs.
Yes, probably 4 runs, I would think.
And the 50 comes up for Team Canada. 9 overs completed, 4 runs from Nagamoto Oval.
Yes, so the 50 comes up. I agree with you. It looks good on the board, but
73 runs needed from 36 deliveries.
that's the worry.
Yeah. So the record run rate moves up to 12.2 now. The current run rate is 5.6. This partnership is consists of 9 runs so far. Team West Indies, they're putting down the handbrake and they're driving nicely so far. Looking to drive into the finals that comes up on Sunday. That will be played on Sunday 4 o'clock. The semifinals will be played on Sunday as well at 9:30.
Yes, indeed.
They need boundaries. They have to try and get boundaries if they want to stay alive in this game. Talking about Team Canada. Satar new bowler in the attack.
Yes, indeed. So they're ringing in the changes. Looking at the scoreboard, 36. When you see 36, what does that remind you of? I'm putting you right in Jamaica. Head to Jamaica, 36.
Grandma.
Oh, Grandma?
Oh, lady.
No.
What it puts in mind of.
Oh, the one and only Robert Nesta Marley. He died at the age of 36 on May 11th, 1981.
Yeah, that's my birth month as well.
Oh yes? Well, you should remember that. The guy was a legend. At 36, he'd have done so much musically.
He puts reggae on top.
Yes. May 11th, 1981.
I wasn't thinking. My mom didn't meet my father yet.
No?
Swings and swings hard. They're trying to go for the boundaries, but they're not giving them the room. They're sticking closely to them. They will have to find a way to get the boundaries, not giving them freely at all.
Yes, Abdul Salim Star, he's into the attack, so we haven't seen Prem Singers yet. He's
advanced down the wicket, down to long on for a run. So singles won't work.
It will work for the team West Indies.
Yes.
Okay. I see some light in the far west over there. Another single again. They're planting poles. 4 poles in this over so far. They need they need a few fence around those poles.
Yes. And talking about fence, you're talking about boundaries.
Yeah, and the big ones as well. They need 6s.
Swings and swings hard. The fielder comes up, will drop short. Just a run. They don't mind giving the Canada those singles. So it is now 6:39 here in America.
Well, in South Florida, because we have different time zones in America.
Yes, that's true. In South Florida.
Even in Florida, you have different time zone too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
10 overs completed. 55 or 3. They're having a change in the commentary box. So 13.2 is the required run rate. Currently, they are going at 5.6. A partnership is 14. Another 68 runs required from 31 deliveries.
Kimberly, I think we'll have to do the heavy lifting.
Okay.
I can smell that. You just smell as I smell a rat. I think we just have to just finish the proceedings here today. It's a 15 over encounter for you viewers who are listening and watching online. Again, we want to welcome you to the MAQ TV. Again, we're asking you for tomorrow to join us here tomorrow at 9:30.
No idea. Yes. We have a...
Yeah, the battles must have traded places. So this is the last of it, so I guess they're just giving a few battles. Well, we have new batters on strike. Both batters would have
Retired hurt.
retired out. So they were not hurt, so they retired out. They've given up, but I guess they want to say that they would have had a knock on an international stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So these two batters, we have Sophia and Iswara Lingam.
Mati.
Yes, Mati.
Ezra Wara Lingram. Ezra Lingram. Mati. I'll stick with Mati.
Yes.
Because I heard earlier when what's his name was in the commentary box, I heard that you had to visit the doctor's office because you have a lockjaw. By pronouncing that name.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
It seems as if it's a wicket. Yes, he's gone.
He's bowled him, Nagamoto, again in the wicket column.
So he picked up a wicket for 5 runs in his second over. Daniel, he's gone for a duck. The score reads 57 for 4 in over number 11.
Well, like I said, he just wanted to say he would have played on an international, batted on an international venue. So I think that's what it is. They've given up the chase. They've given up the ghost. Murder, she wrote. I think it's over by a long, long shot. With a required run rate of 14.1, they're not going to get nowhere close to the 123, which is required for victory. So Team Canada would have entered this tournament, and they came with high hopes of taking back some of the moiety in US dollars to Canada, but at least they're not going to be taking the grand prize. And this time he's swinging at this one, and there's an appeal. Umpire is not interested. He's not interested at all. He says not out.
So another 66 runs required now from 27 deliveries in 11th over.
One going away from the batsman, leg spinner Nagabutu. is it fair to say he's an ex-West Indian player? Has he retired from first-class cricket? Is he retired? A lot of these guys just go off into the sunset.
Yes.
You never know. If they're not retired, they can still be called. Shanta Paul is not retired from international cricket. So he can still be called for West Indies duties.
And Chris Gayle as well.
Yeah, they have not retired. So it's not fair to call them ex-West Indies players. Again, we want to say congratulations to the Jamaica Tallowers winning the CPL for the third time. They were really the underdogs in this tournament, and they came good under the leadership of Wavman Powell, who is the vice captain of the West Indies team. I don't know how you don't have any faith in Wavman Powell. I just believe it's because your favorite cricketer, Mr. Hetmeyer, is not going to Australia.
A wide signal there. I won't say nothing. No
Oh.
comment.
Oh, I let the cat out of the bag. I'm so sorry.
No comment.
Do you want to tell me what happened to your partner over there, the opening? I'm not going to call him name. The opening batsman for the West Indies in Test cricket, that left-hander that came in and just didn't want to be. He didn't want to answer the call.
No comment, sir. No comment.
No comment.
No comment, Ivor. Leave that one blank as well.
So you're leaving the wrong side of the off stump.
Yes.
Leave it alone.
Through to the keeper.
I just can't get you to bite at all.
60 runs on the board for Team Canada. They need another 63 runs from 22 deliveries. It's really getting dark here at the stadium right here in Florida.
On the scoreboard, it's getting dark.
It's
this
in
is a
there.
good
Will
hit.
it be taken?
No.
Drops in no man's land. One thing I should say about Team Canada, they are going to hustle for their ones and twos and maybe three. They just picked up 3 runs there.
So they're going down fighting.
Yes.
That's the way you do it. You're on TV. You're on the MAQ TV, and the viewers are looking at you, and you're listening to the voice of Kimberly and Ivor. Abdul Sattar. This time he's swinging this one down, and he's not really getting hold of it. A direct hit would have been interesting. Single nonetheless. 64 it is for 4.
A 7 runs partnership.
Yeah, we're in the dying moment. Again, we had all of the matches today. It was cut short. It was a 15 overs instead of 20 overs. That's a good 2 runs there. That's good running between the sticks. They're going down, but they're going down fighting. At least the viewers are looking at good cricket. It's not like they've given up the ghost. They know they're not going to win, but at the same time, they're making every effort to play proper cricket.
Yes.
So West Indies, they're looking good. They've been marshaled here by Amin, captain last
Back
yeah.
down
This
the
time, this one's a
ground.
good shot. It's coming towards us here, but it's going to be only 2 as there is coverage in the deep. And again, they're running hard between the sticks.
The run rate now, the record run rate now is 18.
But that's not bad, because at one time I
It
remember
was
the run rate
48.
was 48. Okay, in another match.
Yes.
So they're not doing too bad.
That was between Team West Indies and India.
So, okay. And you're telling me that West Indies is not going to get into the World Cup top 4?
This West Indies? You talking about this Team West Indies? The
No,
legend?
No, I'm talking about West Indies and India. Because we were talking about the World Cup a while ago.
I'm not
So
putting
you're
my
bragging
pot-
on this West
I'm
Indies
bragging
team.
on this Team West Indies.
I don't think that they'll get the energy from this team. The West Indies national team would get the energy from this legend West Indies team and do well down under in Australia. You actually don't think? You said they have to surprise you
Yes.
to get into the top 4. And you're sticking by that.
Yes.
But you're going to be surprised, because West Indies is going to be in the top 4 in the World Cup.
Okay. All right, Ivor. We'll see. 69 for 4.
they're gonna be carry over from this legend West Indies.
16 deliveries to go. And 53 runs needed. It's bowling. The fifth wicket has fallen. The score reads 70 for 5, and Team Canada, they're sinking deeper and deeper. They're under pressure now. Team West Indies, they're cruising towards a victory. Yes, and into the finals as well. That comes up on Sunday right here at 4 o'clock.
Right here at the Broward County Stadium. And Nagamutu, I mean, he's not legging up skipper. I mean, he's tightening the grip. He has Team Canada in a vice. He still has Nagamutu on. He could have been trying some of his whiff-raff bowlers. I'm going to take the liberty. Vina just said in my ear, he should have tried a whiff-raff bowler like Balinayak. You heard him, right?
So, Ivor, you said that Nagamuto hasn't retired from international cricketers yet. But currently, West Indies international team, they're in need of bowlers. And he's bowling well. Do you think they will call him back for the World Cup and take somebody's place who missed their flight?
I'll advise you. I'll tell you what. Pick up your phone. Okay. I was going to have you call Mr. Sir Desmond Haynes, the lead selector. Have a word with him.
Trying to cut
And
that
here
one,
it is.
misses.
Stumped.
Through to the keeper, stumped. Another wicket. He has been ushered back to the dressing room. He's gone for a duck. The score still remains at 70. The wickets fallen. 6 wickets down already. Another 53 runs record from 13 deliveries.
Well, I think Nagamoto's going to have the best figures in the tournament.
He's on a hat trick now.
Well, at least he has 3 wickets for 8 runs. Navid Charlie would have picked up 3 for 14.
Right.
Then we had another 3 for in someone else had 3 wickets. Who was that? Yes, Charlie was 3 for 14. We know that for sure. Yes, we had Imran Kazim. He got 3 for 24. And now,
And Gibson as well picked up.
3 for 16. And now we have Naga with 3 wickets to his name for 8 runs.
And he's
he
on a
has-
hat trick.
He has a final delivery. And he's been carted down. Where did that one go?
Well, he didn't go anywhere. He went into the keeper's
Into the
glove.
keeper's glove. So he's done and dusted. 3 for 8. And Vinod has just put that in his diary so far. 3 overs, 3 wickets for 8 runs. Nagamuto.
13 overs completed, 70 runs on the board for 6 wickets. And record run rate now moves up to 26.5 runs and over. It's going to take a miracle for Team Canada to get that as well. Team West Indies, they need another 4 wickets of victory, while Team Canada need 53 runs.
And remember, this is coming just from a 3 over spell because it's 15 overs all day long. So it's not a 4 over spell.
Look at this, it's gone. Stepped across the off stump, wanted to go for the big hit, swings and misses, through to the keeper. Wonderful work done by the keeper. Another one bites the dust and walks back to the dressing room. That's Matty. He's gone for 10 from 10 deliveries.
We have to keep our eyes on this wicket keeper because he looks sharp. He is quick. He's tidy too. He's not uprooting the stumps. He's just picking bails. So we have to keep a look at him. Vinod is taking notes again at the wicket keeping. So 7 wickets down. What are the chances of being bowled out? Team Canada. Because they would have given up 2 wickets along the way now. 2 batsmen were retired out.
Right.
So they're not coming back. This is a big competition. This is not a Curry Goat match.
No.
Okay.
So 13.1 overs have been bowled. 5 extras on the board. Record run rate is 28.9 runs. Current run rate is 5.3.
And anything under 37 runs and over, they still have a chance.
Yes.
Okay.
For you. Wishful thinking.
Oh
The
my word.
10 delivers to go.
Mathematically speaking,
The
can
keeper.
it be done?
Mhm.
Yes.
It can't.
What are the probability of it being done?
It can't be done right now. They need a super miracle.
You don't have any confidence in Team Canada?
Not at this moment. The fat lady, she's getting dressed to be here in another few minutes to sing the final song. Oh, it's amazing grace how sweet it is for Canada to be here with us. Yes.
And you see, you're saying that too. You know, that's the thing about it. They should see your face on the TV. You're really serious. Are you really serious? You're counting out Canada at this stage.
It is really evident there. They need 52 runs from 7 legal delivers.
And you're saying it cannot be done.
Mm-mm.
Not today.
Not today. We
Not
will.
tomorrow.
I remember the World Cup in what year was it? 2016.
Yeah.
When this Ian Bishop said, "Remember the name." We will not remember our name here tonight from Team Canada.
Do you remember Carlos Brathwaite's name? Do you remember his name?
Yes.
He's long gone and forgotten. I thought he's buried and dusted.
Yes.
You remember the name?
And he's playing wonderful county cricket now. At the end of over number 14, 73 for 7.
Well, folks, we want you to join us here again tomorrow at around about say 9 o'clock. Proceedings get underway about 9:30. $1.50 get you into the stadium tomorrow. There's plenty of room here. So for you who are viewing online, you're tuned to MAQ TV. We ask you to tell your neighbors, tell your friends that we can have more viewers tomorrow. It's the Sabbath. And if you have nothing better to do, please join us.
It is now 4 minutes to 7 o'clock.
And the matches are slated to finish at 7, so it's going to be bang on time, 7 o'clock.
Right.
So again, we have to give it up to Wadi Lalman and his production crew for bringing you these lovely footage and pictures that's coming out live on the TV. Then we give it to the creators as well, because the weather, they had to battle weather to get us to this point. Umpire Sally J and his crew, even though a little hiccup was along the way, we're not going to be too hard on them. The point is that cricket was being played. The management, in their wisdom, would have said we cannot get in 20 overs per team.
We
So
must
let us
commend the
go-
ground staff as well too.
Yes, so to get 15 overs per team is commendable.
So another 4 deliveries to go.
So, well,
Seems as if this is going to be another big win.
yeah, Nagamoto is 3 for 9, so they added another one. It was 3 for 8, but now scoreboard has corrected itself and it's gone to 9. So,
Well, makes that 10. Oh, that's not Nagamutu.
oh no, Nagamoto. Hey, change.
So umpire is signaling that, what is it, another delivery or 2 to come? Oh. Flights that one up, it skies it, it's in the air. Drop short. They will only get a run. And Team West Indies, they have won this one by 46 runs. by 46 runs. Say congrats to Team West Indies. They have won the first game by 48 runs, and they have won this one now by 46 runs. So Team West Indies, they are through to the finals, which comes up on Sunday. So if you're not doing anything and don't want to enjoy your day on Sunday, come on down. Yes, and let's have some fun together. It was nice working with you and the commentary team today, Ivor. Yes, but before we go, looking at the Team Canada scoreboard, only 2 persons managed to get into the double figures, Aftab and Mati. I won't get a lockjaw with that name for sure. And then Naveed didn't get off on the start that he wanted to. And you have Imran. He picked up 7 runs. And then you have Kazmi, back me up on that one, 3 runs. Gibson 6. Daniela Duck. Kuldeep or Sandhu 3. Russian Duck and Shahid 3 and Patel 3. So they're all out. Well, overs collapse on them for 76 for 8 and 5 extras coming in. Going to look at the bowling figures for the West Indies team. Ken Singh 16 runs for only a wicket. George didn't pick up a wicket but bowled well, 2 overs, 8 runs. Vijay 16 runs for 2 wickets. Yes, and Zamin, yes, he's a skipper, 8 runs. Nagamutu, the player of the day, picked up 3 wickets, so only 8 runs from 3 overs. And Satar picked up a wicket for 18 runs.
This Nagamoto, he an economical weight of just 2.7, and you're calling for him to be on the West Indies team?
Yes.
To coach or to play?
To play.
To play, actually to play?
Yes.
And she's serious about that as well. Well, folks, we want to say thanks to Wani Lalman and his crew. And again, we want to say thanks to the broadcasting crew led by Vinod Manchan, Joe, we have Kimberly, and yours truly bringing up the end. We're going to call it a night here. We have lightning flashing in the distance, but a little interruption with the rain, but it didn't really cut any overs. That we're happy for. So until tomorrow, folks, we
meet
are
again.
going to bid you adieu.
All right. Good night.
Good night.